Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning or evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to say thank you for coming in my presentation. It's great to see you all. Allow me introduce myself to you. My name is Banana Hanifah and I am from State Islamic University, Raden Mas Said, Surakarta. Today, I want to talk you about weaknesses of distance learning in the pandemic era. Before I will start the presentation, I will read off the schedule as follows. The first session will be the opening, that is background details of the COVID-19 pandemic. Followed by second session is how COVID-19 destroy various crucial areas, education. The third session is the presentation, that is weaknesses of distance learning in the pandemic era, and ending up with mini conclusion. The fourth session is a question and answer session. The last one is the closing session. First of all, I will go over some background details about COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic required people to be stricter in maintaining health, maintaining distance, washing hands frequently, and of course reducing interaction outside the home if it's not important. Since March 2020, several universities have started an online lecture system on the new work or so-called online lecture. This online course is only a lecture method, where the course and the learning process are different from usual. Online lecture is a lecture system that utilizes internet access as a learning medium that is designed and displayed in the form of lecture modules, video recording, audio, or writing by the academy or university. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, online learning methods have become the best alternative so far to run lecture on campus. Then, I will look at how COVID-19 destroyed various crucial areas, especially education. Currently, COVID-19 has brought many changes to Indonesia, starting from change in pattern of education in Indonesia. The impact of COVID-19 on education in Indonesia is divided into two, namely negative impact and positive impact. The negative impact of COVID-19 on education, which requires the government to make sudden decisions by taking a vacation or replacing the learning system that was originally at school to become home. The greatest confusion in various circles of society. The positive impact of COVID-19 on education is increasing the role of parents in the learning process of their children, increasing technological knowledge of teacher or lecturer as well as students, increasing the quality of education with technological advance in school and universities, and the government being more sensitive to education, currently using an online system. After that, I will move on to weaknesses of distance learning in the pandemic era and ending up with mini conclusion. The first is mandatory internet access. It is certain that online lecture requires internet access, with various available mediators such as laptop, iPad, smartphone, etc. In some areas that are difficult to signal, it will be very difficult to study online, so that online learning is not optimal. The second is submission and receipt of material is not maximum. The teaching and learning process is not always easy to understand by students. Especially if the process is only online, of course, the level of student focus and acceptance of material delivered is not better than face-to-face lecture. And the third is limitation in practice and question and answer. For theoretical course, it will not be too problematic if faced with online lecture, but for practical course, online lecture are not a solution to this. And the impact of this situation is that student knowledge and understanding of the course material is not optimal. From the presentation material that has been delivered, we can draw the conclusion that online lecture are an alternative method that must be carried out by every campus so that the lecture system can run well even though there are many shortcomings in the implementation of the online lecture system. With technology that is increasingly developing today, online lecture can still be carried out to the maximum extent possible by minimizing existing obstacles. Next, the fourth session is a question and answer. Just feel free to interrupt me if you have something to ask. Finally, that is my presentation today. I apologize if I have a mistake. Thank you very much for your great attention, ladies and gentlemen. May all those I have said be beneficial for all of us. Akhirul kalam, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.